All right, let's get to some of these Patreon comments, bro. Yeah, going back as far as like the last month, some interesting comments that we found.
Do we say their names? Do we want to say their names?
Yeah, no, we're gonna put screenshots and everything.
In case a nigga don't want to be known that he's out here supporting niggas. Shout out to Pinks. Yeah.
I know Pinks.
Yeah, because he's commented
Regular
a few
vibe
times on
sesh,
Vibes.
yeah,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
Pink says, yo, Prince on time with Blxst, just being damn consistent. Would love to see a reaction from Prince, or even better yet, both of y'all, for Blxst's latest album that just dropped last week. On heavy replay right now for me. So I had no idea the man dropped an album, bro.
Okay.
I had zero idea.
Yeah.
We heard him on one of the recent albums that dropped, which is when I said that, yo, Blxst does not miss. I can't remember which album we just checked out, bro. But we checked out a recent album that dropped, and Blxst was on there. And I remember telling you, like, yo, Blxst does not miss. Especially when he had a track with, the first track I heard of him was with, what's his name? Bino Rito. That was the first track I heard, and then I dove into the No Love Lost album, and that album is absolutely amazing from track 1 to the last track, fam. And so I know anything that Blxst dropped. Even recently, we recently heard Blxst feature. And before the song even started, I say, yo, it's a check, because Blxst is on it, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, hey, I might have to check out, if you want to check it out together, bro, I'm down. But that Blxst album that recently dropped, and it's called I'll Always Come Find You. It's 20 songs, and I'm definitely checking it out. Ty Dolla $ign is on there. Anderson .Paak is on there as well. Fat Man Scoop is on there. 2 Chainz is on the first track. So I'm definitely going to check that one out, bro.
Yeah.
But I agree. Blxst is really consistent when it comes to this music shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm not too familiar, but like I mentioned it on the track we just heard. Everything I have heard from him has been on point. I've never heard him miss. I haven't heard his catalog extensively, but there's never been a moment where I heard him on a track and it was just like, nah, he didn't hold his own on this. Like, he didn't do his thing. So definitely agree that he doesn't really miss like that. Yo, shout out to MT. MT says, what's good, digging these, talking about the vibe sesh. Y'all have a favorite beat of all time? Don't Cry by Dilla or the story of OJ beat off 444 are up there for me. That's really difficult. I'd have to do so much research on it, but I saw the question and I wanted to like just explore it real quick. Kanye has a lot of beats that are really up there for me. Everything I Am, it's a very simple, easy going beat, but I love that beat. Heart of the City is a really dope beat. The Jay-Z record.
Heart of the City. That one?
Yeah, Ain't No Love. Yeah, how he sampled that. Crazy. There's one off Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy that might actually be my favorite Kanye beat. Let me find it real quick. This one's insane too. Dark Fantasy is an insane beat as well. Lost in the World is an insane beat. I don't know if Kanye is fully, like, I don't know if he was like the sole producer on it, but insane beat. All the Lights is insane as well. A lot of Kanye are my favorite beats list. Jay Dilla is dope as well. One of the dopest.
Bro.
Well, yeah, insane. There's a lot though. That could be a video that we could do. Like I said, I haven't gone and done my like research and like thought about it extensively. I just saw the question and wanted to like touch on it real quick. But yeah, the dope question and gave me an idea for a video. So
why I feel like I have
you have a list?
No, I have I made it in December. Top recognizable instrumentals.
Recognizable. Okay.
Or noticeable. Or
you
whatever.
have any?
I have Many Men in there.
Yeah.
And Runaway by Kanye.
Yeah.
So those I'm supposed to be adding to it as I go, as I hear them. But those two is definitely a couple that do you recognize this sample, bro? First of all, look at the. Do you think you'll know when I click this? What this song is sampled
sampling?
in?
Nah.
Nah?
I don't think so. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Bro, when I seen this, I was like, how did Timbaland find this
That's
shit, bro?
insane.
How did he find it's called the genre is called Arabic pop.
Where'd you like the song has like the original song has the sample listed?
This is the original song.
No, I'm sorry. The song,
the Jay-Z
shit?
Yeah,
the Jay-Z record has a sample listed as a thing?
Yeah.
Cause I remember Craven, a guy that samples a lot, Ransom.
Oh, Nicholas Craven?
Yeah, he goes no sample snitching. So like when you have a record, like don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't tell the public where it's from. No sample snitching.
You talk about what's my favorite, what's our favorite instrumental. you definitely would have to go and do some research in your library and be like, yo,
for sure.
This, because 50 Cent has some, Dr. Dre
Dr.
has
Dre,
produced some, Timbo has produced some, Kanye has produced a whole lot.
Pharrell has some crazy
Pharrell
ones
as well.
too.
Bro, there's a lot of producers.
Yeah, bro. Nah, that's a video that we'd have to come to and be like, oh, our top 10 favorite beats in hip hop history, and even then we'd have to do like part 1, part 2, part 3 type shit.
Literally,
is a lot, bro. Dope question though. I love the question, and definitely gives an idea for potential video.
Sunil Damley or Damley, he says, can you guys do a video listing your favorite JID verses, either from only his music or featured verses? I feel like this guy has a ridiculous amount of 10 of 10 verses. I feel like we touched that, bro. And we said, yo, that would be the most difficult thing to do, because JID has so many verses. Like, yo, this is a 10 out of 10. The one he did with Eminem, to me, is a 10 out of 10. Every verse I hear from him is damn near 10 out of 10. I feel like JID would be the hardest person to do a top 10 verses for him.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll definitely figure it out. But hey, one day I'm sure we'll tap and do it.
For me to rank his verses, I'd have to judge him by his own standards. Because I agree that if I'm judging it by just like, not against himself, just against like general, a lot of his shit is 10 out of 10. But if I'm judging him against himself, then yeah, there'll be some like 8.5s and like 8.9s out there going against himself. But usually when we haven't done a top 10 verses in a while, it might be time for one of those. But usually when we do those, we do it for like established artists that have a lot of verses, like they're like their primes are already, you know, established. And that's kind of what I was waiting on before I posed the JID idea. But now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, we might as well just do it now, because we're gonna have to do a part 2 anyway. Yeah. So we might as well just get to it and do it. So yeah, that's definitely on the way. Like that's gonna come at some point.
Yeah,
a top 10 JID, either features or verses. Maybe we do the features first. Might be a little bit easier.
What I like is that he said, "What's your?" Because first, initially, I thought he said, "Yo, what do I consider, or what do we consider the best?" But he says, "What's your favorite? What's your favorite JID verses?" That changes things. I could pick one that's easily 8 out of 10 verse that to me is my favorite.
That's usually how we do it too. We usually do the top 10s, like our top 10 favorite. This comment was funny to me. Goodbye Friday said DeRay versus Corday coming soon.
I seen that.
Because of the shit. Hey, yo, listen, bro. Not even that was hilarious to me though. I was editing that video and I'm like, I was literally editing it. Wait, did I edit that video?
You did.
I did. Yeah, I was, because I saw it and I was editing it. I'm like, yo, should I leave this in? Because people get so sensitive.
I wasn't even gonna tell you, like, bro, do you want to leave?
Yeah.
I was gonna call you and ask you.
While editing it, I'm like, should I leave this in? Because I know how people get. People gonna get mad. People might get like, cause you dealing with artists, you dealing with super fans as well.
Yeah.
Super fans get really offended at anything that you say about their guy. So I was contemplating it, but I'm like, yo, I meant it in good intention and good vibes. If that doesn't translate, fuck it, I'm gonna leave it in. Like, So I just left it in. But yeah, bro, that shit was funny.
Marco Murder, he says, the one undeniable fact about Kanye's albums is that they age like a fine wine. First time when I heard this album, he's talking about this, The Life of Pablo. He said, the first time when I heard this album, I didn't get it. But after a few years, when I gave it a chance again, it blew me away.
Yeah.
I agree, bro, to the where you said that Kanye's albums age like fine wine. His last 2, though, for me, I haven't gone back.
The last 2.
I haven't. So Vultures and Donda.
Okay.
I haven't really gone back to those. But I do agree that even when we were listening to The Life of Pablo,
we did the album of the month.
Yeah, we did the album of the So when we were doing that, at first I was like, yo, I don't think I heard this album. But as we were listening to it, I'm like, yeah, I definitely heard the album, but I don't remember all the tracks. But while we were listening to the tracks, I was like, yo, this is good. This is a solid project. Why haven't I really tapped in to the project before like this? But yeah, it's undeniable that Kanye does make albums that, especially these earlier ones, that age like fine wine, bro. It happens to me as well with other albums or other artists where I go back and I'm like, oh, this album is actually fire. The songs that I didn't like fucking the first 5 times I heard it, now on the 6th time I'm bumping it, I'm playing it, and it's perfectly fine.
I agree with the statement as well. That rang true for me the most as it pertains to Kanye with Yeezus. Yeezus, when I first heard it, I was like, oh my god, my favorite rapper is falling off.
Yeah.
Oh, like it's over. And then after time, you go back and you listen to it. When I first heard Yeezus, the only track I liked off of it was what's that record with is it Chief Keef on it? I like Bound 2. And I also liked Hold My Liquor. I can't hold my liquor.
Yeah.
This
That's
drink
Chief
is
Keef, no?
from
I think it's
me.
Chief. Yeah.
But yeah, those are the only 2 records I liked off of it. Hold My Liquor and Bound 2. And Bound 2 I just liked because like sonically, it sounded good. Went back and listened to it. That whole album,
Bro.
That whole album is insane. You got me talking about Kanye albums now. Blame homie. Yeah. Marco Murder. Yeah. Yo, in my opinion,
okay.
Kanye has easily
the
best first 5 album run of all time.
Of all time?
Rap
any
or
genre?
any other genre. Kanye has your first 5 albums. Kanye has the best run of all time. And you could go 6 if you're willing to count collaboration albums. I don't think.
And if you go 6, you gotta go 7. Because Yeezus,
you know what I mean?
For
like,
me at least.
So to me, in my opinion, definitely first 5. We're talking College Dropout.
And then The Life of Pablo, maybe 8.
College Dropout.
Late Reggie.
Stamped there. Like, it's just there, bro.
Yeah.
There's no debate. Late Registration, Graduation, 808s.
Easy check.
Like the influence of that album alone. And then, in my opinion, what is a top 10 album, regardless of genre, of all time, in My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's my favorite Kanye album. I think that's one of the best rap albums ever. I think that's one of the best albums, period, ever.
I'll tell you this.
Like, bro.
Apple had a ranking where they ranked the 100 best albums ever.
Yeah.
And they said they curated the list with what they said, not professionals, critics, and I think they did say professionals.
Yeah.
And artists.
Okay.
And My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was listed at 26 out of the 100.
That's too high.
That's too high?
That's too high.
Okay, too high. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, like we got to go lower.
The blueprint is, since we on Kanye, the blueprint was 13.
Yo, if you've been watching the channel, you know Jay-Z's my favorite rapper ever.
Yeah.
So that's not a thing. My favorite Jay-Z album is Black Album. What I consider his best is probably Reasonable Doubt. Cool. Dark Twisted Fantasy is better than The Blueprint, in my opinion. That is an insane album, bro. Like we've revisited it for Patreon. I think we need to do it again. We need to do it again. Yo,
run it back.
Like we need to do it again, bro. That album, yo, people don't really. I feel like people don't.
What happened?
This shit right here.
Oh, I forgot we had it.
This shit right here, bro.
Yeah.
Is literally a work of art.
Beyond just that.
Like, yeah, like beyond the obvious. Like, bro, this album is insane.
I'm looking to see if we did it. I feel like we did it, but
I feel like we did it. But if we're not seeing it, then bro, that's a reason to do it. I'm down. I'm down. I feel like Kanye is really political at the moment, and that's cool. There's a place for that. Like, you know, and that's the space he's in. But I'm looking for more, and not soulful in terms of a genre or sound of music, more soulful in terms of feel. Like more feel in the music. That's what I'm looking for and waiting for Kanye, and I think it's still there. Like in terms of like within him, I think he's choosing to be more on the political side right now, and so I'm gonna let him have his time in that space. Like whenever you're ready to come back to, you know what I mean? Like yeah, that's my little piece on.
Where would you say he lost that feel? I'm looking at all the albums, especially Vultures. The first 5.
It was Vultures.
I feel
halfway through Donda.
Yeah.
Not the whole of Donda. It was like halfway through Donda. But Jesus is King, it was there. Kids See Ghost was a little bit different, but it was there. Yay, it was there. Pablo, we recently revisited that, talked about it. It was all there, bro. Bro, and then people, I don't want to go on a Kanye rant, but bro, the guy rapped with Jay-Z.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel like people take that in enough. We look at Kanye as like, oh, this crazy genius when it comes to putting music together. But as a rapper, though, he rapped with Jay-Z, bro.
Yep.
And went bar for bar with Jay-Z on a whole album.
Yep. Have we done Watch the Throne?
We done Watch the Throne. We've done Watch the Throne. I know for a fact we've done that one. Speaking of that, we need Watch the Throne too.
I don't think we ever get
that, but we need that.
At one point, I felt like we were close, but hey, I don't think we're getting it back still.
Niggas in Paris, we know.
Obviously, yeah.
Like Otis is crazy. Speaking of beats and like samples and shit, Otis is insane, bro.
Nah, is that the one where they cut off the top of the car?
Yeah, in the video? Top of the it was a Bentley or Maybach or something.
Crazy expensive car, bro.
Insane, doing donuts and shit.
Yeah, shout out to Marco Murder for that comment, bro.
So Andrew Hendry says, Ransom, the most consistent and reliable MC in the game since 2020. Just heat after heat after heat. And he's got another project dropping at the end of August. Every bar is meticulously thought out. Like you said, pick up something new with every listen. Agreed that Antebellum is one of the songs of the year. JR brought nice energy at the end of Human Nature. Made in Tokyo did his thing on production. This is a comment to the Smoke and Mirrors. We did a reaction to the Smoke and Mirrors EP that Ransom just put out. Yeah. With Made in Tokyo. Yeah, it's a long comment, so I'll like address this like, you know, section by section. He said he's one of the most reliable MCs in the game since 2020. I fully agree. I would say he is the most reliable MC since that time. You could put other artists there as well that you can mention them, but in my opinion, when I see Ransom's name on a record, there is zero doubt in my mind about what I'm about to get. It's almost alien, to be honest. Like, bro, are you even human anymore at this point with the level of consistency that he shows track after track after track, album after album? Project after project. Yeah, bro, it's wild. Every bar is meticulously thought out. There's no filler. Ransom has never dropped a bar or a line where I'm like, he just wanted to take up some space with that, or he wanted to make that rhyme, he wanted to force. Never, bro. Everything is always like, you can see the setup, like you can see the work that went into making the bar pay off. Like, it's insane. Antebellum, that's a track off of the project. Just for people that haven't heard it, it's Ransom and Shay Noir, and they're speaking about the difficulties and the nuances of the roles in a relationship. And why they could fail, and you get the man's perspective from Ransom, you get the woman's side from Shay, and it's just a really well done, well executed song. In the video I said it was one of the best songs of the year, and Andrew agrees, so shout out to Andrew. JR was on the project as well, and yeah, Made in Tokyo did his thing on production, bro. It was I wasn't too familiar with him, but seeing him work with Ransom, I wanted more. It was only 3 songs. I wanted more from it, so he's dropping at the end of August. We're here.
Dropped a 3-piece and now dropping a project. Yeah. And what I like about his projects too is like almost the perfect length, or you want more. For other albums, it's either, yo, this is too long, or yo, you should have skipped this song, you shouldn't have added it. But every song on his projects is like, yo, I needed this. These are all gems, bro. So shout out to Ransom, bro. Before I read this, how did you feel about Lil Wayne's verse on that Saturday's Morning?
I liked it. When we did the video, and I said from a like bar for bar, it wasn't the best Wayne to me, but where it hit me was like from a feel standpoint. I felt the verse. It felt like I was listening to, and people got irritated when I said old Wayne, and they were like, oh, Wayne's been nice for a while now. Trust me, we know, we've been here covering it. He's been nice, but when I said old Wayne, I meant from a feel standpoint. Like that feel I got listening to old Wayne music was very much present on that track with Cordae. So I liked it, bro.
I'm high. Sorry, that's the person's name.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't think Wayne was too special on this. LOL. I don't get the hype for his verse. Cordae was in good form here. Yeah. And so I kind of agree, but I wouldn't use the word special, because to me, anytime I get a Wayne verse, it's like, yo, a Wayne verse with featuring a rapper, or rappers on a song with Wayne, it's always gonna be something special to me. But what I will say is that Cordae, his verse was top notch for me. I even said in the video, I believe that his verse was, to me, better than Lil Wayne's. But Lil Wayne's, it wasn't what I'm High Sorry says I don't get the hype for his verse, right? I get the hype for his verse, but I don't think it was. I think he was chilling. That's what I'll say. I think he was chilling. I think it was more relaxed. I think he just did. I think he wanted Cordae to be more in the spotlight. Yeah. If you ask me, that's how I see it. But I wouldn't say it wasn't too special.
I agree with that, and I did see comments saying that Cordae got him on this one. And I remember you mentioned that you like Cordae's verse better. I don't know if you mentioned it on camera or if you did it like after the cameras went off. But you did. I know you mentioned that you like Cordae's verse better. I get what the comment is saying, but like I said, technically, Cordae's verse is better. Like from a technical standpoint, if we go in like the intricacy of the bar and the all that stuff. From a technical standpoint, Corday's verse is better. Where Wayne sets himself apart for me is, like I mentioned, there's a feel, especially that moment, like where we mentioned, like, oh, we thought the verse was over, and then he went back in. That moment right there, I can't explain. It's something I can't really explain or put my finger on. It's like there's a feel that came with that was just like, I don't know if it's nostalgia or if it's just him tapping into the vibe, the old school vibe of the beat that did it for me. But there's a feel that Wayne has in his verse on that record where it's just like, it's bigger than bars. Like you gotta feel the energy that he's coming with.
Yeah, it's
you know,
Wayne,
and
bro.
yeah, that's a huge part of listening to hip hop for me. The bars matter a lot, but there's also something that can't be really like explained. That if you tap into it, you do. If you don't, you don't. Like, you know, and that's where Wayne set himself apart on that record for me. But I do agree that technically Corday's verse was better.
Yeah, Corday got him on that one for me. Still, I'm not gonna lie, but I did enjoy that Wayne verse, and him coming back was almost like an encore. Like, hey, you didn't leave yet? Okay.
I think it's the melodies that he introduced too. Like he introduced some melodies. I'm not talking to no Space Jam. It's just certain things that he was doing was like, damn, I feel that. Like I feel that. So.
Wayne.
Yeah, bro. That's literally what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Next time you listen to the song, just say Wayne. Just say Wayne out loud. It might, you know.
Spark your light.
Like, yeah, it's something. Yeah, bro. A nice Anderson. My bad if I butcher the pronunciation. Says, so I'm reading too much into that Teddy Graham line. That's all for the thing. So there's that comment, and then there was also, I saw in the comments for the video, people were saying that it was a shot at Drake because of the Teddy Graham, you a sacrificial lamb, like all that, and then that on top of the Wayne singing the Not Like Us thing a week prior, all of that. I won't lie, when I first saw it, I was like, nah, there's no way Wayne is getting that Drake. That's a reach. There was a comment, I was trying to find it for this video, I can't find it, that broke it down in a way where I was like, hey, maybe Wayne is on the slick saying to Drake, hey, yo, chill out. Like, I saw a comment, bro, that has me considering that it could be not a shot, but like a, I don't know, like a, yo, it's not safe. Like, it's not just all good.
Scolding him?
Yeah, something like that. So I'm not saying it is, but I saw where someone could get that idea. Even with all that, I'm still kind of saying like, I don't like Wayne getting that Drake. Why? Like you know what I'm saying? Like just nah, bro. But at the same time, I see. And then on top of that, he was on a song that had Ross on it. Yeah. Like he was on a song with like he didn't, you know, but they were on a song together. Yeah. After Ross was been getting at Drake, so it's just like, hey, it might be there. Bro. It might be there.
I feel like I remember when Wayne said the Teddy Grandma. When I heard Grandma, I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
What are you saying, bro?
Yeah.
And then the sacrificial lamb as well. And then, I think we even pointed it out. Like, why is Wayne on the track with Ross right now? And right now, especially right now. But hey, them niggas.
And then to say, I'm a goat, you a sacrificial lamb. It makes sense because it's like, yo, I'm the real thing. You just like, I had to put you out there so it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Let us know what you think if that's there or not. Like, I don't know.
PJ.
Yeah.
We did a video, what's Drake's next move? And PJ commented, said Drake needs to come out with a creative album, something with thought process in it. Audiences can rock with a style for a while, but if you don't show some authentic creativity and not stolen creativity, then you get stale. I want to see Drake actually do something for himself that bends creativity of music, sort of like Kanye when he does it. Even K-Dot with the types of songs he had on Mr. Morale. Be creative. Sexy Red features ain't creative, brethren.
Hey, that's a big comment. That's a big comment because I feel it. I feel exactly what he's saying.
That's what, when I read that, I was like, yep, screenshot. This is a comment, bro.
That's a big comment. Like drop like a concept album or like something that like shows that, yo, he got into his bag. Like he went deep with this one. It's not just surface level bops or like, even if he drops a rap album, it's not like, I don't know if that will like scratch the itch for someone that's like speaking like that. Because it'll be cool, but it's like, oh, it's just bars. But nah, drop something like actually that goes deeply creative. I feel you.
And what's crazy about this is I remember when For All the Dogs came out, or even what's the one? Certified Lover Boy. I thought that was a concept. I thought it was going into a concept of, you know, some relationship type shit. Didn't go that way. For All the Dogs, I thought it was gonna be a concept. Didn't go that way. There was a couple where I'm like, yo, is this a concept? And it just didn't go that way. But when I read this, I'm like, yeah, yo, he needs a concept album. And then I'm like, yo, why hasn't him and Kanye? Why didn't they? Why didn't they ever link up before this to create something, bro? Because I would have rather. Actually, I can't.
Nah, bro. I was think gonna say, you going away from what dude's saying. No, what? Drake, dog.
What?
By himself.
Yeah.
Needs to display that level of creativity, bro.
Yeah.
No Kanye. No linking up with.
I get it. I'm saying this is something. Why didn't that happen? Why wasn't that a thing? I agree that Drake should, by himself solo, create something conceptual, bro. Something that's like really not just songs that you could just add on a playlist. Something that's.
But after that, I feel you.
Yeah.
And I agree. But then we get to the question of, is that within his wheelhouse? Is that something that Drake can do?
You're fucking Drake. Figure it out, bro. You have the resources, bro.
No, bro. That's not one of those, bro. It's not like, oh, you can get any beat you want. Has to come from your mind, bro.
You want him to, so
a concept and creating that level of artistry has to come from your mind, bro.
So
that's like
you're thinking you're saying
artists
you want him
can't
to
just
do it
do
solo. You want him to do it. You want him to come up with this shit solo.
He doesn't have to make the beats himself.
No,
I'm saying the concept of the album. Yes, bro.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And you mentioned that before too, saying, yo, he has to come up with it by himself. But I'm thinking more, yo, sometimes you need help. And I've never seen Drake do some conceptual shit before. So he has the people that could help him create
a conceptual album.
Yeah.
But you don't feel like the genesis of it has to stem from him?
From him?
Like you could get help along the way once you get it down, but like it has to come from his mind initially though.
It does. I agree.
And so that's where I go like, is that within his wheelhouse? Not, and I use that phrase because not is he capable or not is he, but is it something that he would even think to, I don't know how to word it, but like, I'll put it this way. As much as I agree with the comment, I don't see it happening. Like, truthfully, I don't see it happening. And this is not me saying, oh, if he doesn't do that, his career is over. I think, bro, personally, career-wise, my prediction is Drake's gonna be fine. It's just he's just too big of an artist. I feel like I've mentioned that throughout the beef and stuff. Like, he's just too big of an artist. Unless the things that were said in the beef end up growing legs and like becoming more,
legit.
That's outside of that, his career is gonna be fine. But we're talking about like what the comment is saying. Someone who wants to listen to Drake and wants to tap in on that level, this is what you would like him to do. I don't think it happens, bro. I don't think it happens.
You don't think so?
I don't see it. I don't see it, bro.
I definitely don't see it either.
He doesn't strike me as that kind of artist. Like, he strikes me as a big time hit maker, maybe the biggest hit maker we've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure.
And he could tap in and drop some bars, but not the level of like a.
He needs to make
not that type of creativity. I don't see it.
Surrounded around Toronto. So some Toronto themed jerseys. Surrounded about that because
even The Weeknd is giving concept albums. Like I say even The Weeknd like this even night. Nah, The Weeknd's a dope.
He's been doing it too.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know, bro. I don't see it.
If that day comes, that would be amazing to hear.
Yeah,
because
I would be so here for it. What? Just the rumor Drake has a concept album in the. What I need to hear it. Like, what did he come up with?
Yeah.
Like, what is he like? Yeah, what? That would be insane.
That would be perfect, bro.
That would be insane.
So. That's PJ was saying that should be his next move. That should be his. Other people are saying, yo, he should just.
Rap.
Fade to what did he say? What she say? Fade to black?
Oh yeah, I saw that comment. That was cold.
Actually, wait, it's right here.
It?
As the comment says, as an auntie, I say there's nothing wrong with Drake taking some time to chill a bit and check his inner man, meaning fade to the black and come back to the artist way. And she goes, disclaimer: I am biased as I don't rock with his music, never have. So yeah, she's saying just take a step
that wasn't
back,
the comment
bro.
I was thinking of, by the way. This other person was like, they set it up in the same way, like they were saying fade, like, and come back.
Yeah.
But they were like, they ended it with and stay away. Like that's how they ended it. Like, I can't remember the comment, but that's how they put it. I was like, that shit's cold.
That's freaking hilarious.
Yeah. in regards to the comment, that would be a dope move to make because it would almost hijack the narrative. It would be like the thing would be, yo, Drake is doing something he's never done before. He's going to a different, regardless of how the music is received, that would be the narrative. So
yeah, bro.
That would be interesting.
And that probably even brings out a point. I think there was even a comment that says, yo, Drake just needs to step away from music. Have people miss you. Miss your sound, miss hearing Drake, and then come back. And what could be great, hey, if Drake disappears for 2 years or 3 years and comes back with a conceptual album, a concept album, that'd be fire. That's what Kendrick does all the time. That's why he takes 5 years. And because he's writing this shit himself, he takes them this long to bring it out. So hey, if I'm Drake, I might take one of these comments from Patreon and use it to make him, boost me, motivate me to make something conceptual, bro. Because hey, they got some good points in their comments.
Two questions. Is one, does Drake even want to do that? Because I feel like that takes way more work. Like a lot more work goes into a concept album than like, you know what I mean? And then, so does he even want to do that?
Want to wait that long?
Because again, you have to realize a lot of artists, I'm not saying this is the case with Drake, I don't know, but a lot of artists, the bottom line is what matters the most. And just from a money standpoint, you make way more money putting out hits every year and a half to 2 years than you would do waiting 5 years to put out something that was like extremely well thought out and all that. So the money might be what matters most. And then two, is it something that he's capable of doing? I genuinely ask those questions. Like it's not even like to take a shot or anything. It's just like that's an actual thing, but
yeah,
dope comment nonetheless. Following up with that, Ashley, this was a comment on the music video reaction, the Not Like Us music video reaction. She goes, you guys basically echoed my thoughts. This video is like a whole separate disc with the visuals and something I didn't catch until the rewatch/listen. The outro is 100% Drake bait. The DJ says, y'all want to do this again? The crowd cheers. Okay, y'all. Okay, you just got to do one thing. Back up. Like that audio outro is 100% deliberate, subtle, but intentional. I think if Drake so much as throws a subliminal record, Kendrick is coming back at him. And so I saw a couple comments like this. Hers was the most extensive that I saw, but it was basically saying that outro in the video where the DJ says, y'all want to do this again, is not just to the crowd that was there saying you guys want to run it back, but also to Drake saying, yo, anytime you want to run it back, bro. Just, so that I found that really interesting as well. Like he's not only saying, yo, this is over and I won, but if you ever feel like you want to revisit, you feel like you want to, we here, bro. So that was cold as well. Yeah,
I remember seeing a couple comments. I think someone said, yo, Prince, he peeped it, but he didn't comment, he didn't speak on it. But yeah, talking about conceptual albums, Caleb Ofori said, y'all are tweaking, not checking the full album. He's talking about Since I Have a Lover. Y'all know that the singles that drop aren't always indicative of what the whole album sounds like. Since I Have a Lover was amazing. And I heard the album. I haven't posted the reaction yet, but I heard the album and it's a good album. And I even said in that album, like, yo, I'm shocked because the single that I heard was Since I Have a Lover, and I based the entire album. I thought the entire album was gonna have this sound because he switches from the melodramatic, dark type beats that you're used to hearing, like on Problems and Phone Call, I think it's called, and stuff like that, to more alternative up-tempo beats. But he also gives you some rap, and he also gives you this, he also taps back into that the dark melodramatic sound that he was, well, pretty much is known for. So hey, I was tripping, not checking it out, so I'm not gonna lie, Caleb, I'm not gonna lie, I was tripping. I did judge it off of that single, and after I heard it, I was like, yo, this is a good album, no skips. And hey, Wale's verse in that one track, I can't remember what the track is called, but it's the second last track, I believe. Hey, Wale's verse in that motherfucking song, bro, is fire.
Yeah,
it's like 12 bars or 8 bars or something like that, but that shit is perfect poetry.
I feel like I heard that.
Perfect poetry.
I still haven't heard the whole Black album,
bro.
My guy probably gonna be mad at me because I'm judging this shit. But I feel like for some reason I feel like I've heard that Wale joint that you talking about,
bro.
But yeah, bro, post a reaction. What you doing?
Editing it. That's what I'm doing.
Yo, so Garland Ward says, this is a comment on the Eminem reaction, the Death of Slim Shady album reaction. He goes, thought y'all would like to know there was a fake Epstein flight log with those particular celeb names on it, including Marshall Bruce Mathers. That's the joke. He's mocking the fake list, not the victims of the island. Think I am whatever you say I am. So like that M song that he did, the way he did that. Dope. Soon after posting the reaction, that I got put onto that there was a list that had his name on it, and that's why he had the line. For those that without the context, in the album reaction, we were kind of hung up on that bar that he had. I can't quote it fully now, but basically he was saying he's hanging on to the wing of the Epstein.
The left wing.
Yeah, see, screaming, "Don't forget me."
Don't forget me.
And we were kind of stuck on that for a minute. More specifically me. I did not want to leave that shit alone. I was like, hey, bro, let's analyze this. Like, why would it? Anyway, you guys go watch the video if you want to see how that went down. Yeah. But hearing that, it makes a lot more sense that he was getting at the fake list that came out with his name being mentioned, along with the other two people he mentioned, Seth Green and Adam Sandler.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. My bad, Adam Sandler. Bro. Shit. I'm just putting names out there. My bad, not Adam. Yeah. My fault. But yeah, so that it makes sense why he would approach it that way. After we kind of like settled down and found out, like, established a reason as to why he would do this. But even outside of that reason that we eventually came to, this makes a lot of sense, like why he would approach it that way. Because bro, we were like, yo, even for an album where you're trying to get canceled, this is kind of wild to say, bro. Like, this is insane.
I remember seeing comments on that too. I'm like, oh, because someone mentioned the left wing thing being the political reference. The left wing. I'm like, oh shit, how did that one slip me? But yeah, I seen the fake list comments as well. Yeah. But yeah, bro. If you can get into a stew with anybody,
bro, I'm gonna answer that. Okay. Is there a comment prompting this? Yeah. Nah, read the comment first, bro. Read the comment first, dog.
His name is Derailed.
Derailed?
Is this you?
That's very kind. Yo, the funny thing is, actually no, I'm not even gonna tell him. That's not me though.
Derailed. He said, y'all are by far my favorite reactors ever, bro. Appreciate it, bro. I wish y'all were big enough to get the MCs you reacted to on your videos, like break the bars down with them and stuff. VibeVilla is gonna get the true recognition they deserve someday. Y'all deserve it. First of all, appreciate it, bro. Yeah. That's love. And I feel like that will come if we're consistent with it, and as we are trying to be. It will definitely come.
Can't speak on that part real quick.
And which part?
Like that happening. So I don't want to go too far with it, but here's my thing with that, right? I truly feel like that opportunity, because we've had dealings with certain people in the industry and certain labels and stuff like that. I feel like that something like that, bro. You could tell me if I'm wrong if you disagree. I feel like something like that could have already happened if we were more forthcoming with the industry as a whole. Yeah. Like, definitely. But I won't go too far in it, but there is a certain distance. I won't speak for Prince.
Yeah,
but
you're on the right path.
Me personally, there's a certain distance that I put between myself on an individual level and the industry as a whole. For reasons that I won't get into fully here, just because, whatever. But like, there's that. Now, in saying that, that's not saying that what he spoke on can't happen, because there's certain artists that even with that distance that I'd like to maintain, there's certain artists that I would love to be in the studio with, and things are in the works, and we'll see how things go. But I just want to put that out there, that it's not just like any chance that we get that we'll just judge. Nah, it's not that at all. But there's definitely a few. There's definitely some that we'd love to,
We've gotten opportunities before.
For sure.
And
it just didn't, so yeah.
But for me, it's not everybody that I would want to. Yeah. It's only like a handful of people, maybe 5 people, bro. Sure. Mick Jenkins is definitely one of them. Bro. Please. Hey, if you're watching this, bro.
Hey, bro. I'll be quiet. If you don't, I wouldn't even. Hey. I would wanna contribute, but just to be able to witness would be cool too. Bro. Like that, just the creative process and just all. Yeah, that would be insane.
Nigga, hey,
that would be insane.
That is one person
for sure. I agree.
I would rather be I want to be a fly on the wall.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, bro. It's like
just be there, insane. Just quiet, just watch the man work, watch the man pen, watch how he's flowing, and just to be in a stew, bro. Or hey, if he wants to come here, sit in the middle,
bro, while we're reacting to some shit,
hey, I'm
like
here.
That would be fire,
And again, that's not for every artist. It's just some art. If you see them up there, probably J. Cole, yes, Hey, come through, bro.
Hey, I co-sign that. There's nobody up here that would say like no.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, facts.
JID is another one that I would love
Yeah.
to just hear how he or see how he comes up with these things, bro. And
That feels. I just thought about that, and seeing Jid come up with his shit would almost feel like forbidden, like hidden knowledge shit. Like you're not supposed to be seeing
that
it.
shit.
Just because of how wild this shit is,
Yeah.
that it would almost feel like, am I supposed to
It's
be
a
seeing this
secret.
right now? Yeah,
It's like how Plankton keeps trying to find out
you know what I'm saying?
the secret
Yeah,
recipe.
bro.
And it's like, yo, we can't.
Yeah.
But these guys, some
sure.
of them, we
For
can't
sure.
do Bob Marley, but hey, he was alive.
Ransom is one I would love to see how Ransom
yeah.
comes up with. Like, just we mentioned how consistent he is from that standpoint. I would love to see that as well.
Yo, give me Conway too, bro. give me Conway too. But apart from that, I think I'd love to be maybe Kanye, but hey.
Yeah,
maybe Kanye.
Yeah,
but Conway for sure. But not too many people, not too many artists, bro.
And that for me, that doesn't relate to how I view their music.
Oh
There's no correlation there. In regards to me not wanting to, it doesn't reflect how I view their music. It's something else. Yeah, bro. But there's definitely a few artists, and some of them are unknown to you guys. Like there's some like unknown artists that I would love to get into the studio with.
You want to name them?
Nah, not really. Not really. If not yet. Like if anything, yeah. But also, so from that, there's the ones that I would like to get into the studio with.
Nah.
Just chill. He knows exactly where I'm going. That's crazy. But nah, I didn't mention no name. There's some I would like to get into the studio with, like you mentioned, just to witness and just to be there to
Yeah.
It would be a privilege to me.
Yeah.
And then there's others where I'm like, yo, bro, I feel like I can help you. I'm being so dead ass. Like there's some,
and not in a disrespectful way.
Not at all. It's just like, bro, you have certain tools that I recognize that are brilliant, and if you just added this part, it would take you to another level as an artist. Like there's definitely some of those as well, bro. So yeah, bro, there's that as well. So
if someone offers one of these artists that we mentioned, if someone on the wall, I'm all here for it, bro.
Yeah, bro. For sure.
Shout out to Derail for that comment, bro.
Yeah, that would be funny if that was me saying that. that would be hilarious.
Because I even responded to it too. So I responded to that comment.
Okay,
I did.
If that was me saying that comment, that would be fucking hilarious. Nah, it's not me. It's not me. Not to go backwards, but just this comment was interesting. So Ready Bell, this is another comment under the Kendrick Not Like Us video. Speaking from a woman's point of view, every male reactor I have seen refers to Whitney dancing as he got his wife up there, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Just want to offer a better perspective. No matter the situation between Kendrick and his wife, Drake spoke directly to her in Family Matters before Kendrick released the Grams. After he called her a slut, imagine being accused from a man who is famous for sleeping with half of North America. Whitney's from Compton. I doubt Kendrick could have stopped her. So she's basically implying that it wasn't Kendrick that said, yo, it was Whitney saying, possibly saying, let me be involved in this because he's talking crazy on my. That was I didn't consider that perspective. And that's a dope perspective to have. Like she was offended. She was just as offended as he was at the dialogue that took place. So she wanted to make herself known as well.
That was her response, bro.
So yeah, I don't know how it went down. All I'm saying is that's a dope perspective to point out. So yeah, that was cool.
I got one more comment, bro. Billy Simpson. He says, y'all have been going crazy lately. Just wanted to let you know we see it and appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, we decided to turn up the notch
bro.
a little bit, and we've been doing just that, bro.
There's been the last couple of weeks, there's been a crazy, we can acknowledge it, increase in the level of content. Even times where the content isn't as it's not as flooded, there's always stuff on the way. We're like, don't ever think that it's just like quiet because nothing's going on. Like something's always in the works. And so from that standpoint as well, I'm saying that just to make you aware. Don't feel no ways if you don't see anything for a little bit. It's on the way, like literally.
On the way, bro. And then bro, we here working, dog.
But drop your comments on the videos, not just this one, but the ones that we post. You never know, we might choose one of them. We're gonna be doing this is a style of video we're gonna implement into the routine. Like it's gonna be like a weekly thing, where we just choose a few comments and respond. So ask your questions, make your statements. all of that
We'll be
debate
watching.
style, all of that. We're here for it.
We'll be
We're here for
watching.
it. Yeah, for sure.